As I say, I'm really proud of our team. Physical game today, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that I can.
Jon, a lot's been made about the defense and not being able to get takeaways. What was the key today for them?
I think Jeff Heath started it off. You know, Jeff Heath has made some big plays. He's not playing, 100%, but getting close to it. I think he got the fire started. We got just some good overall play by a lot of guys on defense. Paul Guenther and his staff have tweaked the defense the last few weeks, and we were opportunistic. You know, Ryan Nassib on his own blitz got an interception. I thought we did a great job stripping the ball. We need to create more turnovers, fumbles, and again, we ran the football extremely well, and that's the recipes that we're looking for here.
Jon, how satisfying is, even when things weren't going quite as smooth as you probably wanted offensively, there were some opportunities out there I'm sure you guys would have liked to have back, but you still hang 37 points on an opponent and win going away. How satisfying is that? Well, it is, but, you don't have much time to celebrate. As you know, Vinny, we got to play the Chiefs. We had 87 punt return yards called back. We had a penalty on 4th and 6 inches. We left some plays out there that our guys are capable of making, and we got to continue to raise the standards here, but it is satisfying to win. I got a lot of respect for Coach Fangio and the Broncos. They're a difficult secondary to maneuver against, and Chubb doesn't make it easy back there, but 5 turnovers, that was a big significant statement, I think, that we made, that we're getting better, and that was good. All right?
What's up?
I can't hear you.
What's up? Deshaun.
Hear me?
Yes, sir.
You guys averaged over 190 rushing yards per game in the last 3 games. What's been allowing you to have so much success on the ground this past few weeks?
I think offensively we've always kind of said it at the beginning. We want to be able to adapt to who we're playing and who we're playing with. And we try to play to our strengths. And I think we try to feature our best players as much as possible. And the weather was bad in Cleveland. We've had some alternating players up front, so we switched gears and we're able to survive. But we're going to get better and better, and running the ball, no matter how you do it and when you do it, is a great accomplishment in this league, especially when the opponent knows you're running it and everybody knows you're running it.
Jon, they only gave you guys 2 sacks today, but in terms of the pass rush and getting to Drew and pressuring, what did you see out of that group today?
Well, they were one-dimensional. In fairness to them, they were throwing it a lot, and Paul Guenther did a great job. He and his staff, and we called some timely blitzes. We mixed some coverages up, and you can do that when you have a lead and you have them in a predictable situation. But we got to move on. We're really proud of our guys, and we also need to get some guys well. We lost a lot of soldiers today.
Hey, Jon, this is Dick. What did Nicholas Morrow bring you today?
He's the same Nicholas Morrow he was last year. He's a really good player. But I think at this point in his career, I think his experience in the system shows. I think his confidence in himself is showing. And I thought he cut it loose today and really had his best game as a Raider. I can't wait to see this film. He's such a great kid, coming from a real small school. It was quite a transition for him, changing coaches, changing systems, and I think he's going to be a really good linebacker in this league for a while.
Hey, Jon, I know you said that Jeff Heath started the fire for you guys when it comes to takeaways, but just how huge was that interception at the end of the first half to not only keep them out of the end zone, but to get that momentum back knowing you had the ball to start the second half?
Yeah, it was big. I mean, it was, it took points off the board, and I think we got 3 points to start the third quarter. So we try to double up when we can. That wasn't the conventional double up way, but, Jeff Heath made a big play that ignited us against the Chiefs. And, boy, we're going to need him this week because we got a great team coming to town.
This is Hondo Carpenter with all of the injuries, literally on both sides of the ball and everywhere your team has sustained. To be at 6-3 really speaks about the job your staff has done. Could you talk about them holistically and the pride you have in what they've done to hold this team together, please?
Yeah, I think they all deserve tremendous credit. We've had 5 different right tackles. I've had a few different left tackles, number of left guards. We've had a lot of players in the secondary and so forth. But this is the year, if there ever was a year, that the mission is finished. Get to the finish line. And everybody's going to have a huge role at some point just because of the circumstances. And I really credit our staff, but most of all our players. They're focused and they're giving you everything they have, man, in a real tough day-to-day situation. I couldn't be happier with them.
John, you touched on it a couple of times as far as the defense and the job that Paul has done. A few weeks back, you came right on. You said adjustments need to be made immediately. When you talk about him tweaking the defense, is it now the same process every week, or was it the one time that you made changes, made tweaks, or is it the same process now every Monday going in and making those same adjustments based on what you saw the day before and what you got coming up?
Yeah, the last job that I would want would be to be a defensive coach. I mean, these guys every week, you got to see Lamar Jackson and that style of play, or then the next week it's Mahomes or it's Bridgewater or it's Tom Brady. Every offense is different. And when you're losing players and you don't have an off-season program, you don't want to list all the excuses you should have, but it takes a lot of mental toughness, a lot of hard work, and a lot of confidence in the big picture. And I think that's what we have here. If we have anything, we have a lot of confidence in ourselves, in our players, and in our work ethic. And that's about all we can offer right now, but it paid huge dividends so far.
John, just out of curiosity, did the officials give you any explanation on the blindside block on Renfro's punt return for a touchdown?
I didn't think it was it was not a necessary hit. I think we got to learn from these plays. Player safety has been emphasized, and it's been emphasized over and over. And we didn't need to make that type of play there, and I think John knows that. And as much as I love him, we still have to control his enthusiasm a little bit. He's a great kid. He wants to be a great Raider. And I think today our fans should see why we gave him that number. He made some impact plays, but I think he could have pulled off there without a doubt.
We'll do 2 more. Vic, then Levi.
At the start of the fourth quarter, did Derek get banged up? Was there talk of bringing him out at that point?
Yeah, he went into the tent and got evaluated, and we had Nate Peterman ready to go. But Derek is okay from what I'm told, and glad to report to Raider fans, I think Jalen Richard, the x-rays are negative, but he suffered a severe chest injury, and losing our third down back was tough on us. But, again, it's a credit to a lot of guys stepping up today.
John, after bringing in Devontae from Denver after kind of being mismanaged, would you say that you're really glad to see him have the performance he did against his former team?
Book doesn't say anything. I don't know if you've interviewed him, but I guaranteed his responses are probably 12 or 15 words or less. He didn't have any ill will towards Denver at all. A lot of times players just aren't in the right situation at the right time. And, again, credit to Mike Mayock and our scouting department for bringing him in here. And really you got to tip your hat to Booker in a non-off season. He learned the offense on YouTube. He learned the offense on Zoom meetings, and he won the job in training camp and beat out a really good draft choice. So it's good to see him have success, especially against your old team. But thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you later.
Thank you. Cam, you announcer? All right. See those blue hands go up. Jerry?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Josh, Jerry McDonald. 41 more rushes for 203 yards. Is that just kind of the way this team is built in your mind?
I know that the game starts with the run and it ends with the run. I think that's a testament to the O-line. I think the last 3 weeks in a row we've had 150 plus yards on the ground, and it's just good to see that we is basically putting our dominance on the game, and to see that Book out there balling. It just makes it fun. And offensive line, we got guys that's injured and they're coming in and they're balling. The backups are balling. So, it just feels good to know that we coming in and putting our dominance on the game.
Josh, there were some big plays that were left on the field today. Touchdown by Hunter Renfro's, and just some sloppy play. But but you guys were still able to hang 37 points on an opponent and win going away. How satisfying is it that you guys can be that dominant yet not play your best game?
Man, that's what we was talking about on the sideline. Just coming in the first half, I mean, it was terrible. We was doing a lot of things to beat ourselves, like dropping wide open catches and missing certain reads and on run plays and things like that. I mean, I guess it's just a testament to how good this team can be. Eventually, when we start putting it all together, I think we'll put the league on notice. I mean, we put up, 30 points playing bad, I mean, for the most part. So just to try to come in and take everything step by step and execute.
Josh, from last year to this year, have you seen anything different in Coach Gruden with all your injuries? You guys being 6-3 at this point, keeping things together on the field. Talk about the job he's done and what you've seen from this year to last year. Man, I mean, he's the same guy he's always been. He comes in every day. He brings the juice. He gets all the guys fired up. He's a coach that makes you want to play for him. I'm happy and I'm blessed to be in the position that I'm in.
Hey Josh, what'd you see out of your defense today?
Boy, them boys went crazy. It was fun celebrating them doing good and just seeing them make plays and you just seeing them have fun and fly around and they weren't thinking too much. So hopefully we can translate that to next week.
Josh, is there something about Denver and home games? I know last year the home game against Denver, you had a nice game, and then against them this year at home, another nice game. Anything you like about running against them?
I don't think it's more so of Denver. I think it's just more so of the mindset that we have, knowing that it's a rivalry game. We know that what this game means to the franchise, so we just come out and play a little harder.
Last question, Paul.
Yeah. Hey, Josh. Going into halftime, how big was Jeff Heath's interceptions and not only keep the Broncos out of the end zone, but also to keep your lead and then knowing you guys are going to get the ball?
Man, it's crazy that you say that because literally the play before I told Book, we were sitting on the sideline, said it's going to be a pick this next play. They kept doing under routes, crossing routes. I knew it was just a matter of time before we stepped in and picked one. And when he did, I mean, it was huge. That was definitely took the life out of them. I feel like that's where it kind of gave us back the momentum because they was kind of running away with it for a second.
Okay, great. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Go ahead, Vinny.
Hey, Derek. I know there's some plays that were probably left on the field that you guys would have liked to have back. But in spite of it all, you guys scored 37 points and win going away. How satisfying is it that even on a day where you weren't as sharp, maybe, especially in that first half, you're still able to pretty much do what you want and win in a blowout?
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you win in this league, obviously, that's all we care about, right? That's what we want, especially the way we put 37 points up, and I think we definitely left 21 out there, and like gave it away, and that hurts, because I think we're better than that, and I'm excited with the way that we answered. I'm excited with the way that we won the game, and all those things, and we're proving that we can win in any type of way, you know what I mean, which is great. It's awesome. But you still, there's still that taste in your mouth that there's just too many big plays, left out there, and we got to get that corrected and it starts with me, with my communication, with where I put the ball, all that kind of stuff. So I got to help those guys out. But always excited to win 6-3, 3-0 in the division is a big deal. But the division still goes through Kansas City, and we get them next week.
Hey, Derek, you've been with Nick Morrow for a while now. What did he bring to the table today?
Oh, yeah, I love Nick. Nick's one of my favorite guys ever. He's so quiet, as you guys know, he's so quiet. But he just flies around and makes plays. He had a couple big hits today, a couple plays where the ball popped in the air. We almost had another interception, and he played outstanding, with Corey not playing. And he's definitely a guy that when someone goes down, he can make big plays. You saw it last year in the Chicago game, making a big interception for us, and he's done it throughout his career for us, not just on special teams but on defense. And so having Nick today was huge. He played outstanding.
For most of the time you've been here, when you guys have won, the passing games have to be such a big part of it.
Yeah.
How fun is it for you to
these 3 straight games, right? You've been under 200 yards every game, and defense and running game.
Is
You guys helping?
Josh is actually kind of awesome, you know. You know what I'm saying? As I get older, I let the young guys do more of the work, I guess. But it's kind of nice, you know, that we can win in multiple ways, you know. And you know, again, coach preaches it all the time. Once we find what's working, that's, you know, we're going to do that, you know. And you know, when we get in the games, people want to play a certain way. All right, then perfect. We know what we're going to do. And it's been really fun, been really exciting. Again, we've won games where we've, you know, ran it a whole bunch and didn't throw for it much, and we've had to win games in shootouts. And the cool thing about that is we can do it both ways, which in this league you have to be able to do both. And if we can get turnovers the way that we did today on defense, that will bode well for us in the future. That will bode well for us going forward and winning more games and making a run at what we really want to do.
Derek, you talked about 6-3, all the injuries you guys have had. For the player who knows him best, has Jon changed at all? Can you talk about the job he's done to keep this together as you guys would just keep losing people seemingly, you know, each game?
You talking about Coach Gruden?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the job he's done has been unbelievable. You know, obviously there's certain things that we can and can't do. There's certain things that we tend to lean more, do this way or do that way when certain people are out. You know, it just has to be that way. And the coolest part about it, and guys, I freaking love it, is whenever we've had different circumstances hit us, right? No matter what it's been, receivers, O-line, you name it, right? It's been a shuffle about, you know, I guess we're taking turns, you know, about what it's been about. But injuries and all this kind of stuff, COVID. And the coolest part about it is the coaches bring us a plan, and Coach Gruden says, hey, this is what we're going to do, and then we go execute the plan and we win games, you know. And that's the only thing that matters in this league is winning. I've noticed that, man. We've talked about so many times, and I talked with Josh. You know, whenever we throw for 300, he runs for just a few times, you know, we win. I've been to the Pro Bowl. It's awesome. It's fun for people to pat you on the back, but there's nothing like winning in this league. And if we can win, continue to win in different ways, throwing it, running it, however we got to do it, you know, all I care about is winning. That's all that matters. And so one of my favorite, you know, Kobe Bryant games was one of the finals games. He was playing the Celtics where the shots weren't really falling. And he said that I got to start rebounding better. You know, I'm just trying to find ways to put us in better runs. You know, I'm trying to find ways to extend plays with my legs. Whatever I got to do to help win, you know, that's what I'm about.
And Derek, 41 more runs today for more than 200 yards. And you know, for all talk about Jon and his quarterback class and everything from over the years, that's his dream game, isn't it? Closing it out the way you guys did today.
Yeah, you know that. That's exactly what he wants to do, you know. The way that we did that, and yeah, we got over 200? Yeah, we couldn't have done it without those 10 though from the quarterback. You know what I mean? But no, I'm just kidding, man. I joke with the running back. I'm not honorary running back anymore. I'm running back number 4. So we're having a good time with that. But it was definitely fun to close the game out that way.
Last two, Paul and Vinny.
Hey Derek, as big as Jeff Heath's interception was at the end of the second half on the scoreboard, you know, they could have taken a lead to score there. How big was it in the locker room in terms of just morale and getting you guys up and ready to start the second half, knowing you were going to have the ball to start it?
Yeah, it was huge. You know, ending the half. We always talk about ending the half, start the half, end the half. You know, really, you know, there's a few, you know, drives in between there, but you know, really, you got to start the halves right and end the halves right. And whenever our defense was able to do that, Jeff had a huge day. But whenever he got that pick, you know, at the end of the half, I mean, the defense was juiced. Their energy, you know, the excitement, the joy on the sideline, the passion they were playing with was awesome. And so it definitely helped us out.
Last one, Vinny.
Eric, along the lines of the running game, you guys got the ball in that last drive of yours, probably like 6 minutes left, and everybody in the building knew what you were going to do, yet you were able to hand it off to Devontae, and big chunks of yards kept coming. That's behind an offensive line with 3 guys down. Are you beyond surprised at what this offensive line has been able to do and how you guys have been able to impose your will on opponents right now in that run game?
You know, honestly, I'm not surprised anymore. You know, Mr. Mayock, you know, we talk about it all the time. He texts me every game day. He said the circumstances may change, but the goal doesn't. And the goal is still to win. And however we got to do it, circumstances change. Again, we lose that game, I got to answer some different questions. I've been there. You know what I mean? We lose these last 3 weeks, we're answering some different questions. I've been there, you know. I'm not into that anymore. I just want to win. So however we got to do that, that's what I want to do, because it makes it a lot more fun to go to work when you're winning. And so I'm proud of those guys. O-line deserves game balls, man. They deserve a lot of credit, the coaching staff, all that, man, because usually when you see that many guys go down in one position, it's usually not a good year. And we've been able to hold it together and continue to fight, man. And like we keep talking about, it'd be fun once we get healthy to see what we could do.
Thank you, everyone.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys. Jeff Heath.
Hey, Jeff, could you take us through that interception just before the half and what you saw there?
Yeah, I got great credit to the coaches for having us prepared. We had a lot of good tips this game, and I just saw the formation and read what the number 2, I think it was the running back, read his route, and it's just a great job of coaches letting us know what was coming and then just being able to capitalize on the play.
Jeff, I'm not sure if you knew this, but the only other time you had 2 picks was also on November 15th. It was 5 years ago. Do you remember anything about that game, and is there just something about this day for you?
I didn't. I remember that game. I didn't know it was the same day. That's pretty funny, actually. But yeah, I think those were both tips. Those interceptions were tips. So these ones felt a little better for sure. And I think we lost that game as well. So just happy to get the win.
Jeff, how important was the pressure that you guys were able to get? Maybe it didn't always show up in stats, but the pressure that you guys got in terms of turning into those turnovers as well.
Yeah, it was huge. The rush and the back end, we work together. We count on those guys to make the quarterback get rid of the ball half tick before he wants to, and they count on us to buy them some time. So that's a formula that's going to give you a lot of success when you can apply pressure on the quarterback and make them pay in the back end. So we just got to keep doing that.
Yeah, Jeff, Jerry McDowell, you guys had one real strong game in Cleveland when the weather conditions were really bad. And for the most part, this team's been kind of viewed as a team that's been carried by its offense. How does it feel today to 5 takeaways and go out and do all the things you did today at an indoor environment and really show yourselves as what you can do on defense?
Yeah, it feels good, but ultimately, getting the win feels the best. That's the most important thing. But like I was just saying, our defensive formula that we had today, and along with the formula just as our team had, able to run the ball, control the clock, force turnovers on defense, get a lead. So then our offense is running clock, and then when we're out there on defense, we got fresh guys up front. Getting after the quarterback, and we know that we made him one-dimensional because we were up big. So that's a successful formula for us, and it just feels great to be 6-3.
Jeff, after the Tampa loss, Coach Gruden, Coach Gunther said that they were going to make adjustments on the defense, and now you've been on a 3-game win streak. You can see the difference on the defense. What was it with those adjustments that allowed you guys to play as well as you are now?
We didn't make any huge changes. I think we narrowed the plan a little bit. But really, we're just playing better, man. It's just what it comes down to. It's not about the plan. It's not about who we're playing. It's not about the conditions. You got to play good. You just got to do your job. Play in and play out for an entire game. You got to have focus on each play to do your job. And that's what happens, man. You just when that happens, when you do your job and you know what to do, you do it, and you do it fast, most of the time you're going to have success.
Hey, Jeff, what in your mind was the bigger play? Getting that interception on the goal line to end the second half, or one play earlier when you were able to get that holding call so touchdown off the board?
I don't know. I think the interception obviously is a big play. Both kept points out the board, but I like the interception more.
Jeff, after that interception going into the second half, what was really the mood in the atmosphere in the locker room? Was it excitement? Was it relief? What was the vibe going into the
No, it was pretty calm. We knew it was going to be. We knew we had another half to play. They're going to stick around. It's a divisional game. They're always tough. We knew we were going to have to play well the last 30 minutes of the game, try to put them away. So it was. There wasn't too much excitement. Just going over some adjustments, getting ready for the second half, and we executed well in the second half.
All right, thank you, everyone. Thanks, Jeff. Go ahead and raise your hands for Nick, guys. Go ahead, Jerry.
Hey, Nick, Jerry McDonald, how you doing?
What's up, Jerry? How you doing?
Good. How did it feel to go out there and get 5 takeaways? And the way this team's played this year, it's been you kind of as a team that's been carried by its offense, but to go out today and kind of really take it to another opponent and get 5 takeaways, how good did that feel for you guys?
I think it felt great. I think the biggest thing is we've been harping on getting the ball out. And so you see Neville, he stripped the ball out. It's something that we've been doing before every practice. Obviously, the picks are good. You got Carl dropping out. Earlier against the Chiefs, we had a similar play up. And I think it was Max and, he same window, and Mahomes got it in there. So just to see Carl do the same thing and get a pick and learn from the past games, that was big. So definitely getting 5 turnovers was huge.
Any more questions, guys? Go ahead, Jerry.
Kind of more of an expanded role with Corey out today, and I'm just curious. Did the things you did today change at all with him out?
Yeah, we changed some things. If you watch the game, third down we had to do a little different personnels and tweak some of the calls because Corey's such a versatile player and he gives us a lot of flexibility on third down, and so we did a little things to kind of placate that he wasn't in the game. Yeah.
Hey Nick, this is Vic. What's been your approach this season, and how have you gotten better this season than you have been in years past?
I mean, I don't know. I think every off season I try to go and look and see the things I need to improve on. I got a pretty good trainer I work with, and I think the biggest thing for me is just staying locked in and believing in myself and having confidence that I can make the plays that are in front of me. I think that's the biggest thing is just playing with confidence and understanding the defense. And so, yeah.
Is this the best depth you have so far on this team?
Is this at best depth?
Yeah, depth.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, you got players all over the field. I can go down the line, and I won't do that right now because I might leave someone out. But, yeah, definitely, this is the most depth I think I've ever had since I've been here on defense for sure.
Go ahead, Paul.
And then talking about the confidence, how big was the confidence going into the locker room after Jeff's interception there? Because it seemed like it was a huge momentum and emotional swing.
Yeah, that was huge. I mean, they're on the I don't know what yard line, somewhere within the 10. They're in the window either to get a touchdown or a field goal, and to be able to cancel that out, that was huge. So then we go back into the second half. Our offense has the ball, so that was definitely a big thing. We almost got to steal a possession, really.
And if Denver had the ball for 1 minute and 32 seconds in the third quarter, that's all you guys were on the field defensively. When your offense is just grounding it out like that, how big is that for you guys?
It's huge. It gives us a break, and it's also exciting. I mean, you watch Josh Jacobs run the ball. I mean, he energizes the whole sideline. If you guys had like a camera on the sideline, you see when Josh has a big run or he runs someone over, it energizes everyone. So just seeing them grind it out, all line doing their thing, Josh doing his thing, and even then we get some deep balls with our receivers and stuff like that. So it's definitely huge to watch our offense grind the ball.
All right, thank you, everyone. All right, who's up
Keep
first?
it going.
Go ahead.
Hey, Devontae, Jerry McDonald from the Bay Area News Group. What was it like being on the other side of the rivalry, and how good did it feel to play such a big role in closing it out in the fourth quarter?
It felt good. It felt really good to go out there and beat these guys, and it started off slow for us in the beginning, but in the second half we came out there and executed, and and just pounded down their throat, and we came out with the victory.
Right, Devontae, I know you said that this is just another game, but do you still feel that way after having gone through it? Does it feel like it was a little bit more than just another game?
Not really. Not for me, honestly. Shoot, like I said, it was just another game. You know, I had a lot of the old teammates talking to me on the field and stuff, like as I'm in the backfield and everything. But, you know, like I said, it just was another game to me, and, you know, I just had to take it to them. And we couldn't do it without, you know, my teammates and the O-line, and, you know, credits to them. And, you know, like I said, we just came out and executed in the second half and got the dub.
Devontae, even though, of course, you once again just said it was just another game, what emotions were running through you as you were going in for that second touchdown to close the game?
At first, I was thinking, like, should I just, you know, slide and get down before I scored? But I was like, you know, hell with it. Just got to keep going in and score and, you know, live by the next play.
Devontae, at the end there, did you get the feeling at all that maybe your coaches or your teammates, did they say anything that they wanted this for you a little bit more than just a normal game, especially near the end there?
Definitely. They for sure been telling me all week that they want to get this win for me, and you know, shoot, we just went out there and did what we needed to do, and we got the dub. And shoot, I'm excited, and I know they probably more excited than I am. But you know, as I said, it was just another game. It was a, you know, rivalry game for us, and we just had to go lay it out there on the field and you know, played a real good game.
Hey, Devontae, for a power back such as yourself, is there anything more satisfying than being able to run the ball when they know that's what you're going to do and you just do it anyway?
Yeah, it feels great. When they calling out your runs and stuff late in the game like that, where you know it's going to be a run, it feels good, and you get a thrill when you can just keep pounding at them, pounding and getting, you know, positive yardage each play. It's definitely satisfying.
Devontae, with all the adversity that you guys have had, then you couple that with a bunch of new guys, offense and defense, how close is this team getting as you guys go through all of that together?
I think we're getting real close. You know, every guy, you know, got that next man up mentality, and you know, we prepare each week, no matter if we the starter, the backup, whatever. You know, we're all preparing, you know, as if we the starter every day in practice, and you know, we could see it. We could see everything starting to gel together, and you know, we just got to keep taking it one game at a time.
Any more questions? Okay. Thank you. Thank you.